What's interesting about the litigation that we're in for GBTC is that the SEC denied our application, and the litigation is now challenging that decision to try and reverse that decision. And so we were lucky enough to bring on Don Verrilli, who's the former Solicitor General under Obama, to lead our case along with a variety of other external legal advisors. And because we're filing action against a federal regulator, we skipped the district court and went straight to the DC court. The DC Circuit. And when you do so, there's this 1 day of oral arguments, which were heard in March. And for those of you who have not had a chance to either listen in live or look at the transcript, it's available on our website. We invite you to do so. But I think for us, walking out of the courtroom after oral arguments, it was very clear to us that there was a very constructive and engaged line of questioning that surrounded the case itself. And that we really never deviated as an organization or our legal strategy from these very compelling common sense arguments that we have. And I think those stand true historically during oral arguments, and certainly stand true today sitting here talking to you.
And what did the judges, like if you were just kind of to read the tea leaves from their questions, what would you say about how they were leaning?
Well, what goes into that oral arguments is the filing of various briefs that we file with the court, as well as the SEC, as well as a variety of amicus briefs that get filed by other parties. And so approaching oral arguments, it really does give each of the judges, the clerks that work with them, the opportunity to really digest the issues at play and then be able to engage in a really constructive dialogue with the attorneys in person. And so we were really encouraged by the level of engagement that we had that day.
And at this point, do you have any indication as to when you might get a decision?
I think the best estimates that we've been guided are that we could get a decision by the end of the third quarter of this year. So we're eagerly anticipating a decision from the courts between now and then.